As the global shift towards sustainable energy intensifies, it is essential to understand the evolving landscape of electric power generation. Incorrys projections foresee a significant transformation in the electric power generation mix over the next 7 years, out to 2030. Total global power generation from all energy sources grew at an average annual rate of 2.8% between 2010 and 2023, from under 20,000 terawatt-hours to almost 28,000 terawatt-hours. Coal and natural gas have been the primary energy sources for power generation, accounting for about 60% of the total in 2023, 37% and 23% respectively, down from 67% in 2010. Incorrys expects total generation to grow at a robust 3.3% annually through 2030, reaching 35,000 terawatt-hours. To meet this growth of over 7,000 terawatt-hours, all forms of electric generation are forecast to grow, with the exception of coal, which remains relatively flat. Note that Incorrys does not expect any great reduction in global coal-fired generation through at least 2030. While nuclear, hydro, and biogas, forecast to grow at an annual rate of 3%, contribute about 1,800 terawatt-hours to the growth, about 25% of it. The majority, 4,700 terawatt-hours, or two-thirds, is met by wind and solar. Natural gas generation accounts for the remaining 600 terawatt-hours, or 8% of the expected growth. Now, let's take a closer look at the pivotal drivers of this structural change in electric generation, primarily wind and solar, and the key role natural gas plays. Advancements in technology, increased investments, and supportive government policies have led to substantial growth in wind generation over the past few decades, the fastest growing renewable energy source. Wind power generation increased from just 340 terawatt-hours in 2010 to 2,300 terawatt-hours in 2023, a 16% annual growth rate representing about 8% of the total market in 2023. Wind power is expected to reach over 4,600 terawatt-hours in 2030, increasing its market share to 13% of the global generation mix. It should be noted that while the majority of wind farms are found onshore, costly offshore projects do contribute. Solar power generation, like wind, has experienced remarkable growth driven by technological advancements, declining costs, and government support. Solar generation has increased from near 0 terawatt-hours in 2010 to over 1,400 terawatt-hours in 2023, a 34% annual growth rate, and a 5% share of the global generation mix. Incorrys is forecasting solar generation to increase at an annual rate of 15% through 2030, reaching 3,900 terawatt-hours, 11% of the global generation mix. Wind and solar generation are expected to approach parity with each other by 2030, combined accounting for almost 8,500 terawatt-hours of electricity, about 1/4 of the global mix. While renewable energy sources like wind and solar are gaining prominence, natural gas remains a critical part of generation, as it acts as a bridge fuel providing reliability and stability to the power grid. Incorrys is forecasting gas-fired power generation to grow at an annual rate of about 1.5%, considerably lower than wind and solar, from 6,400 terawatt-hours in 2023 to almost 7,000 terawatt-hours in 2030, 20% of the global power mix. Ongoing developments in carbon capture and storage technology, or CCS, aims to reduce the environmental impact of natural gas, aligning it more closely with global sustainability goals. However, advancements in energy storage and grid integration will further enhance the viability of renewable energy, reducing the dependency on fossil fuels. The forecast for global electricity generation to 2030 highlights a robust growth trajectory for renewable energy sources, particularly wind and solar. This shift is driven by global efforts to reduce carbon emissions, promote sustainability, and harness cleaner energy alternatives. Wind and solar are set to become dominant forces in global generation, while gas will continue to provide the necessary stability and reliability during the transition period.